So I think we need your help. First of all, thanks very much to Ian and Kevin and Orla from Pharma for really, I suppose, driving this event. Thanks for getting Henrik as a speaker. And it's been great to work with them in partnership on this. I think the attendance here and the caliber of the attendance here tells me that we've struck a chord, and this is an issue, I think, which is very important for the industry and for BPCI as well. We've just launched our fifth strategy, phase 5 of our strategy document. It's on the table there. I don't know whether it meets the requirements that Henrik outlined for a strategy document, but it is the thoughts of the industry as they are at the moment, and it will drive our direction over the next 3 to 4 years. When we presented the strategy to the main IBEC group, we said there's essentially 2 components to an industry strategy in this country. The first is to manage and maintain what we have, which is a very strong, I think, vibrant biopharmaceutical manufacturing sector, both small molecule and large molecule or biotech. So that needs to be carefully managed. And there we need to look at, I think, the components which make it stronger, which will keep it strong in the future. And that would include skills and talent, which has been spoken about many times already here today, both by the Minister and also by Henrik. We are very active in that area. We participated in the expert group on future skills needs, which was the government initiative. Siobhan Dean, who's in the room, drives both our OPEX groups and also our skills and talents groups. And the SkillNet, which the Minister referred to, we actually manage and promote. And we also manage and promote the apprenticeship programme, which was referred to in the Minister's comments. And this is an innovative approach towards skills in the industry, where we are looking at trying to adopt the vocational model to skills, which is common in Germany and Switzerland, and we believe is a useful alternative to the apprenticeship programme, which we also run. The second part of our strategy is looking to the future. And in an industry which is changing fast, and an industry which is very competitive, and much of the competition in this country actually comes from within corporations, as Ireland is a major sourcing location for biopharmaceutical and chemical manufacture. And much competition does actually come from within corporate networks, given the strong FDI component of the industry here. So we need to be just as good as our competitors is not enough for us. We need to be better. And therefore we need to ensure that we focus on what we see as the future. The industry sees the future in new therapies, in cell and gene therapy, in some of the technologies that Henrik put on the slide behind me. Ireland needs to have a place in that if it's to maintain and sustain the sector it has, as well as being best at what we do. So we have a twin approach towards strategy, and a lot of the work that we're going to do in the next 2 years will be focused around that. We run a major conference here in Dublin next year called BioPharma Ambition. And we do it in collaboration with the Irish Pharmaceutical and Healthcare Association and with NIBRT, referred to also in the Minister's comments. And that will be on the 3rd and 4th of March. And we welcome all of you in the room to attend that. I know some of you are participating in that, and I know that Pharma will actually chair our session on Factory 4.0, which will be part of that conference. So we hope to see you there. So the future lies in us addressing the trends and changes that we see presented to us by the market and also by, I think, society at large. The 6 themes which are part of the 4.0 journey are very important for us and for all of our companies. So all that we do and all that informs how we react and behave needs to be driven by that. And we see that on a day-to-day basis. We see that in our companies, in our families, and how we act in society. So we do need to respond. I think the key, and it's interesting, Henrik's comments about 4.0 being, I suppose, depending on being driven by people. I think that one of the major driving forces to the industry in this country is the ability of people to innovate and also people to collaborate. And we see collaboration as being a key strength, the hidden strength, I suppose, or the hidden sauce to why the sector is so successful in this country, given the size of the country and its relative position as an overall industrial force. We punch far above our weight. A lot of that lies in the ability of companies here who compete in the marketplace are able to collaborate and work together. And I think by working together, the whole generally tends to be larger, or synergy as they refer to it. So I think that we've been given, I think, more challenges today by the presentation. And I think by bringing all our resources together and by doing that Irish thing, which is working together and communicating effectively, we can meet those challenges. And I think that the next 5 years will be disruptive, but they'll also be exciting and challenging. And I think as an industry body, we look forward to working with you. We look forward to continuing to work with government. You're in the room here today, I know. The IDEA are in the room here today. And we've enjoyed, I think, collaborating with them in the past. Finally, before I let you have your coffee, which they tried to give you a couple of minutes ago, we tend to socialize, we say, our strategy documents as much as we can. Much of the industry is US-based, so this document has been launched in Boston already. It has also been launched in Brussels by the Commissioner Hogan, actually, so it has been launched in the European Union. And I think that speaks to Ireland's position in the world, and we see ourselves as being a bridgehead often between Europe and Asia and between the USA and Pacific. And I think that's a strategic location, which is to our benefit, and I think that we need to bring that also into play when we talk about this whole concept of supply chain management, of value chain management, and I was very interested in your comments in that. And I think there's huge opportunity for us here to, I suppose, embrace that. And that's both through our manufacturing footprint, but also through our expanding footprint of virtual operations and supply chain models, which is making the industry, I think, more interesting. And finally, the challenge that remains for us is to ensure that we use this great industry we have to build and drive and help our local and indigenous companies to grow. And InnoPharma is a great example of that. And there's other companies we believe that will help to make this cluster inclusive and make it successful in the future. And nearly 10 minutes. Can I thank you for your time and your attention? Can I wish you an interesting and stimulating rest of workshop, and thank InnoPharma again for the initiative, and we were delighted to support and be involved, and enjoy your coffee.